Hello everyone, and welcome back to another unboxing video with Yoseka. It is Ashley here today, and I'm here to show you the Parallel pen. This is a really exciting one, and it's long overdue, but these pens are super fun, used for calligraphy, mostly the Gothic style that you can see over here. They have an italic nib on them, and it allows for these really broad downstrokes and really thin horizontal strokes. So I'll show you all of that. I'll unbox this for you, and then I'll show a size comparison of everything at the end, because there are multiple sizes of these Parallel pens. I'll hold them up, 1.5, 2.4, 3.0, 4.5. This one I have here is 3.8 that I'll unbox, and 6.0, which is the widest. So let's open this up. Wow, this packaging is really hefty. Okay, so this comes with a guide showing you how to use the Parallel pen, and comes with some examples, some stylistic inspiration, and the kit here comes with the Parallel pen itself, the body. It comes with a red and black cartridge, a little pipette for cleaning out the pen, and a nib cleaner. So maybe I'll just dump this out. Alright, so this is everything here, and to start the pen, you just open it up like any old pen, and you put in the cartridge like this, and you'll see the ink start to flow down. This is called the Pilot Parallel pen because it's made by Pilot, and the top here, this italic nib, is actually made of two parallel plates placed really close against each other. I'll see if I can show it to you here. It's really similar to an automatic pen or the Banzhug Browse nib, but those usually utilize a folded metal plate, whereas these are two metal plates you can see pushed up against each other, with the tip kind of doing this at the bottom so that that rounded edge gives you a nice smooth tip. Like that. 3.8, and Pilot's logo like that. So let me close up the pen and show you how to write with it. And you can just start making, oh, there we go. That's the wide downstroke, and the horizontal is super thin like this. So you can, if I open up this booklet that Pilot gives us with the pen, there's some instructions here on how to use it, the different angles you can hold the pen at to get different line widths, and you can see it varies for the different sizes in millimeters. But they also give you a little guide on how to start calligraphy in general. So I think this is a really good pen for people that are beginning calligraphy and just getting into exploring the different styles, like the italic, classic italic, Roman, and Gothic styles that they show here. So you can definitely use the pen for calligraphy, like to write your classic letters that are very bold, but you can also turn the pen on its side so that you can see the Pilot logo, and if you hold it like that on its edge right here, you can actually use it just like a normal pen. So it's very versatile, and honestly it's not that scratchy. I mean, you are writing on like the side of a parallel plate, as it says, but it feels quite nice both ways. And something that's really fun about the parallel pen ink is it's actually mixable colors. So this is a package that comes separately, but you can mix the ink in here and make a gradient with the pen. It's not quite pigment ink because it's not waterproof, but it does dry pretty quickly, and that's what allows you to mix these inks. So don't try putting this in any of your other Pilot pens. It does say special exclusive for parallel pen. It's a special formulated ink, so it works best with the parallel pens, and I'll show you how to mix those inks. This is the 6.0, and this one has, let's see what color's in here. It's got like a green in here. Actually, let me show you with the blue. I know there's a blue ink in here. Because if you mix blue and red, we get purple. Yeah, there's a blue. So, if you have two Pilot parallel pens, you can touch the ends together, just like this, to transfer the ink to the end of another pen and create a gradient. So you have to make sure that the ink color that you want to go into the other pen is facing downwards so that the ink flows. So I want the red to go transfer onto the blue so I can create purple. And so I have to have the red facing downward like this. I think hopefully that's enough. Let's test it out. Here we go. We got some red there. And after a while, we will see that it's starting to go to a nice berry color. And it's going to a little bit more maroon. Oh, there's the purple. Oh, that looks so cool. So you can literally see the streaks forming with each stroke. That is so cool, and it's going right back to blue. And there you go. So you can create some really nice gradients here and make some really pretty calligraphy once you practice a little bit. Another way that you can mix the inks is by completely swapping the cartridge. So let's say you're running out of ink in your pen. Since the ink is all mixable, you can just pop in a new cartridge without cleaning out the pen. This one is running out a little, I remember. So yeah, that's pretty empty. This is orange. But let's say, you know, we've got a lot of colors here. There are 12 colors. I'm gonna pop in a pink one and we'll see what the color changes to. So, just pull this out. Do it carefully so the ink doesn't go everywhere. Set that off to the side. And then your new ink, make sure you don't twist as you pop the seal. Let the ink flow down. So you can see it's still orange here. Once I write with it for a little while, we'll see the pink come out just like with the red and blue color. If you want it to happen a little bit faster, a trick that I use is just letting the ink flow out onto a paper towel. Oh, I can see it happening. Okay. Here we go. So I can see it turning red. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's really bright. There you go. So that's very cool, and I will show you one final way of writing with this. So I'm going to show the sizes of the parallel pens so that you can see how they look in comparison to one another and maybe decide which one would be best for your handwriting. So again, these are the 6 sizes. We've got 1.5, 2.4, 3.0, 3.8, 4.5, and, well, you can barely see 6.0. And the first sizes that Pilot released for the parallel pen were actually these 3, the 1.5, 2.4, and 6.0, but then they later came out with these other in-between sizes, which I find really comfortable to write with, but I will show you all of them. So, starting from the bottom, 1.5. You have, that is the thickest that it can get, and this is the, I'll show like this, how it looks. And then I will also show on the thinnest edge if you do plan on using this for regular writing. That is how that looks. Now 2.4. So as you can see, I'm trying to fit this in a really small space, and the holes that are supposed to be appearing in the middle of these figure eights are not anymore, because as the pen gets thicker, it will be harder to open up those spaces. All right, on to 3.0. And usually when people ask me which size would be best or what size I recommend, I usually just, tell them to try out each one or look at the size differences and decide which one would be best based upon how they write. So if you have smaller handwriting, definitely go for the 1.5 up here, because you will need the very, very small width to be able to open up the small spaces in your writing with vowels or numbers, etc. But if you have big handwriting and you have the space, then you might enjoy the larger size, because this isn't even the 6.0, and it's getting really, really broad, but you can see the difference between the thick and thin strokes a lot more clearly. So the thick ones can get really fun. You can do like really dramatic things with them, but it might be a little difficult if you're used to fitting things in a small space or you have smaller handwriting. And there's the thin size. It looks like all of the thin edge, since the plate of the metal is pretty much the same, looks like that thin edge is staying at a solid like 0.5 size. This is Tomoe River paper, by the way. This is the 6.0. Let's see if I can fit this in here. Wow. That is gigantic. That is literally the thickness of my fingernail. Yeah, and if you do want to be able to show the insides of the letters or the numbers that you're writing, you have to really, I'll just, for the purpose of demonstration, show you need a lot of paper space for this one, but it's really dramatic and very fun. There's the thin one. Got 1.5 all the way down to the 6mm, super thick, but also very fun. So hopefully that can help you decide on what thickness of the parallel pen you might like the best. You can also just write however you like, you know? But this is a very fun, versatile pen. Don't forget that you can write on the side like this and mix the colors. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. If you've used this to get into calligraphy, I would love to hear how it went. I hope you guys enjoyed unboxing them with me, and if you use them, I'd like to know how it goes. So feel free to let me know in the comments below, but I hope you guys enjoyed this parallel pen unboxing. See you!